When you watch basketball on TV or at the gym, you'll see players making amazing shots from all over the court. But how do they do it? Well, it's not just about luck or natural talent. It's all about technique, practice, and focus. Shooting is one of the most important skills in basketball, and improving it can make a huge difference in your game. Here are some simple tips that can help you become a better shooter, just like the pros. First things first, let's break down what shooting is in basketball. Shooting is the action of trying to score points by throwing the ball through the hoop. It sounds simple, but there's a lot more to it than just aiming and throwing. To be a successful shooter, you need good technique, consistency, and a lot of practice. Whether you're shooting from close range or long range, every shot requires focus and form. Focus on your form. One of the most important things to get right when shooting is your form. If you don't have a right form, the ball is more likely to miss the basket. A good shooting form means having balance, a straight elbow, and a steady follow-through. When you're practicing, always make sure that you're doing everything correctly from the moment you catch the ball to when you release it. Start with close shots and work your way back as your form gets better. Use your legs for power. Next, let's talk about how you generate power for your shot. A lot of players make the mistake of just using their arms to shoot. But if you want to make your shot more accurate and powerful, you need to use your legs too. Push off the ground with your legs as you jump and release the ball. This will give you more power and help you control the ball better, making it easier to shoot from a distance. Ever noticed how Stephen Curry uses his legs to rise smoothly into a shot, even from way beyond the arc? Do you think his form gives him an edge, or is it just natural talent? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Follow-through is key. One of the most important parts of shooting is your follow-through. After you release the ball, don't just let your arms fall. Hold your shooting hand up with your wrist relaxed and fingers pointing toward the basket. This will help your shot stay straight and give it more control. The follow-through is a small detail, but can make a big difference in your shooting accuracy. Butler's impact in Game 3. Now, let's take a look at how shooting works in real games. In Game 3 of the NBA Finals, Jimmy Butler of the Miami Heat showed just how important shooting is in basketball. Even though he didn't make a three-pointer in the game, Butler played a huge role in helping his team win. He had the ball in his hands a lot and created shots for his teammates. Butler didn't need to score a ton of points on his own because he knew how to find open shooters. One of the most exciting moments in the game came when Butler helped his teammates get open shots by setting screens and making smart passes. He would drive into the paint, drawing defenders towards him, and then kick the ball out to an open shooter like Tyler Herro or Duncan Robinson. This is a great example of how shooting isn't just about making baskets. It's also about creating opportunities for others to score. Would you call Butler more of a scorer or a playmaker in moments like this? Let us know what you think. Shooters make great screeners. In one play, Butler used a screen from Tyler Herro to get open. Herro set a screen for Butler on the right sideline, and this confused the Lakers' defense. They weren't able to switch defenders properly, and Butler took advantage of the miscommunication, driving to the basket for an easy layup. This shows that great shooters don't just stand around waiting for the ball. They also help their teammates by setting screens and creating space for good shots. Taking advantage of mismatches. Another way Butler helped his team was by taking advantage of mismatches. In the second quarter, Butler set up a play with Robinson, where he passed the ball to Robinson, who then hit a three-pointer. The Lakers' defense got caught in a switch, and Robinson was left open for the shot. Butler's ability to recognize mismatches and make the right pass is a key skill for any player. It's not always about taking the shot yourself. It's about setting up your teammates to score as well. Pick-and-pop plays for open shots. Pick-and-pop plays were another important part of Miami's offense in Game 3. In these plays, Butler would run a screen with a teammate like Kelly Olynyk, then roll to the basket. However, Olynyk didn't roll all the way to the hoop. Instead, he popped out to the three-point line. The Lakers didn't defend this properly, which gave Olynyk a wide-open shot. This shows how important it is for shooters to be able to move around the court and find space for their shots, whether they're near the basket or at the three-point line. Slip to the rim for easy baskets. Another key play came when Butler and Olynyk ran the same action in the opposite direction. This time, the Lakers' defense tried to switch on the screens, but Olynyk slipped past his defender to the basket instead. Butler threw a perfect pass, and Olynyk finished with an easy layup. This is a great example of how shooters can be effective without even taking a shot. By moving without the ball and slipping to the basket, you can catch the defense off guard and get easy points. Practicing with purpose. Now that you've seen how shooting works in a real game, it's time to focus on your own shooting practice. One of the best ways to improve your shooting is by practicing regularly with a purpose. Every time you step on the court, work on different aspects of your shot. Start by focusing on your form, then move on to practicing shooting from different spots on the court. Try to simulate game situations by practicing shots under pressure, just like Jimmy Butler did in Game 3. Now that you've learned how to practice with purpose, it's time to take a deeper dive into the techniques that can transform your shooting skills. One of the best examples of a player who has mastered shooting is Steph Curry. His shooting ability is nothing short of extraordinary, and he has some valuable tips that can help elevate your game. Steph Curry's tips for form shooting. To start, Steph Curry emphasizes the importance of form shooting as the foundation of a great shot. Curry's advice is clear. Focus on shooting close to the basket first. By starting with easy shots, you build your confidence and can spot any mistakes in your shooting mechanics early on. For example, if you miss a shot, Curry suggests analyzing what went wrong. Was it too short or too long? Or did you miss to the side? Knowing these details helps you fine-tune your technique. As you continue practicing, it's important to move gradually further from the basket. This helps build your range and allows you to make shots from different distances. But always remember, the more you practice, the more you develop muscle memory. This means that over time, your shot becomes automatic. The key is persistence and consistent practice. Curry himself works hard every day to maintain his shooting form, and you should do the same. Steph Curry's three-point shooting game. Steph Curry is often hailed as the best three-point shooter in NBA history, and for good reason. His three-point shooting ability has completely changed the way the game is played. Curry doesn't just make a few three-pointers. He has made them in situations where others would hesitate. What sets him apart is his consistent shooting mechanics, regardless of the distance from the basket. On March 13th, 2025, Curry reached a monumental milestone, his 4,000th three-pointer, solidifying his place as the undisputed king of long-range shooting in the NBA. This achievement further cements his legacy and continues to inspire future generations of players. Curry's success from beyond the arc comes from his unique combination of speed, balance, and a smooth release. When you watch him shoot, you notice how quickly he gets in his shot, how balanced his body is, and how his follow-through stays the same every time. This consistency is what makes his three-point shooting so dangerous. For any aspiring player, focusing on these aspects, quick release, balance, and follow-through, can help you become a better three-point shooter. The best three-point shooters in NBA history. Steph Curry's place at the top of the three-point shooting leaderboard didn't happen overnight. He followed in the footsteps of some of the greatest shooters in NBA history, including Reggie Miller and Ray Allen. Reggie Miller was one of the first to truly excel with a three-point shot. His ability to hit deep shots made him a legend, and he played for nearly 2 decades with the Indiana Pacers. While his career three-point percentage is not as high as Curry's, Miller's impact on the game is undeniable. One of his most iconic moments came on May 7th, 1995, when he scored 8 points in just 9 seconds against the New York Knicks in a playoff game. This incredible feat demonstrated not only his clutch shooting ability, but also his fearless mentality in the most high-pressure situations. Who do you think had the colder killer instinct, Miller or Curry? Share your take in the comments. Then, there's Ray Allen, who surpassed Miller in 2011 as the NBA's all-time leader in three-pointers made. Allen's shot was known for its consistency and efficiency. Even late in his career, he remained one of the most feared shooters in the league. His most memorable moment came in the 2013 NBA Finals when he hit a game-tying three-pointer that helped the Miami Heat win the championship. Both of these players paved the way for Curry, who has now redefined the role of the three-point shooter in the NBA. Curry has set numerous records, and his name will likely remain at the top for years to come. He has not only broken three-point records, but also changed the way teams think about shooting in general. Curry's success shows how important it is to develop your shot beyond just a few feet from the basket. While technical skills are important, don't forget about the mental side of shooting. Confidence plays a huge role in making your shots, especially when you're shooting from long distances. Curry's success can partly be attributed to his unshakable confidence. Even when defenders are right in his face, he believes in his shot. The more you practice and see the results of your hard work, the more confident you'll become. Consistency is key. To wrap it all up, shooting better in basketball is all about developing good habits. Start with proper form, build your range, and practice with purpose. Pay attention to the details, your footwork, body positioning, and follow through, and you'll see improvement. And don't forget, confidence is just as important as technique. If you believe in your shot, you'll be more likely to make it. Keep working, and soon enough, your shots will start falling like never before. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, so don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.